Coach Johnson, after watching the tape and going through practice on Sunday, what did your team gain from playing number 3 Stanford on Saturday?
First of all, it was a great atmosphere, and the reason that players come to Boston College is to play games like that. The reason their coaches are here, the fans are here. It was a great basketball game, and we sat in that locker room knowing that we can play with anybody, and there's no way to get that lesson other than to go play a great team like Stanford and go toe to toe with them. The film showed us, that we did so many really, really good things that allowed us to compete at a very, very high level. And for us, look, Shanae Agwumake is amazing. Amber Orange, the two of the best players in the country. We played great games for them. But there's things that we can control. There's some things that we allowed to happen, transition defense-wise, a couple things offensively where we just were a little bit lazy and we didn't generate as good a shot as we could have, and that contributed to then we missed a bunch of shots in a row. They got transition. And when you do that against a team of Stanford's caliber, they take advantage. And when you have All-Americans out there, they take advantage. And so, the lesson is we just have to tighten up a few of those things. But, boy, that's what we came back to practice yesterday to do. It's what we're doing today, and now we can't wait to move on to the next game.
Great. And it's a quick turnaround to play at Hofstra. Are you worried about Kristen being distracted by playing so close to home?
Kristen's a competitor. I can't imagine that she can play any harder than she does every single day in practice. If you were at our practices, her compete level is off the charts. It will continue to be high. She's a senior. This is a kid who's played in every atmosphere, in every pressure situation. The fact that we'll have a whole lot of BC fans in the gym, I think it'll feel more, hopefully even more like a home game. So I really don't worry about that stuff. We treat every game like it's the biggest game of the season. And I think if you ask Kristen what the Stanford game was, she'd say the biggest game of the season. Hofstra, biggest game of the season. Come back in February and ask her, whatever the next game is, that's the biggest game of the season.
And what will you do to get the team up for another key game in the season after playing a team like Stanford?
Well, and I think I just alluded to that is we prepare to play every single possession. And so there's no way to sort of, this game's more important than any other game. We talk about what it's going to take to be an NCAA tournament team, and every game counts. So this is an NCAA tournament first round game because for us to be able to have an NCAA tournament resume at the end of the season, this is one we need to go. We need to go get and play well and continue to get better. So again, we really, really do. I know it sounds cliche, but we really, really do focus on the process, focus possession by possession. And for today, the focus is going to be on practice and how do we prepare the best. And I really do think our players are used to that. They're in a good groove. I think our staff does a good job with that. And so I think we've got a disciplined group, and they'll be ready to play.
And it was Lauren Engown's first game for BC on Saturday. Can you get more from her, and were you happy with her performance?
Yes and yes. I was thrilled to have Lauren out there. God, what a difference that she makes. Her energy, she did a great job just directing, transition defense, the top of our zone, and then just handling the basketball. She hit some great shots. It was great because she really hasn't played major minutes in a high-level basketball game for 3 years. She sat out last year here. And then her first 2 years at UConn, she didn't get that many minutes. And so it was just great for her to get in a film session and get picked on again. Hey, Lauren, where did your foot need to be? Where, what rotation did you make here? Hey, how could you have read this situation better? And, she's just hungry for it, and loving it. So, yes, I was happy to have her out there. Yes, we need to get more out of her, and just like with any player. So, and that's why I'm excited for practice today and our game tomorrow.
Great. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just stay. Go Eagles.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.